Let's cut the silliness, cut the silliness. Thank you. Welcome, people, to another episode of Cool Nerd Fred movie blog post / poetry YouTube channel. And I'd like to thank everybody for the feedback, for the support so far, for the likes, for people subscribing to the page, commenting on the Facebook, commenting on the Instagram. Thank you, everybody, so far. Please remember to share the videos, comment, let me know what you think. It is July 4th weekend. It is the official July 4th weekend, turn up weekend. This is a big weekend for moviegoers, right? For those who haven't had the time to go out and actually see movies, this is where they make up their time. Barbecues, everything. This is a good time to actually go see a movie. It's hot. Might rain tomorrow. So for everybody who has not seen a couple of these movies, I'm going to do a review of them. Small review, just for right now. Let's start with X-Men. For those who are aware of, the Marvel comics and are big fans of X-Men Days of Future Past is, I have to say, thus far one of the best movies I've seen this year. And the characters are really developed. Hugh Jackman again plays. Nobody I could think could really pull a Wolverine after this. The same characters that you've seen in X-Men First Class, you see them here. And the storyline has a twist to a lot of it. You're like, oh, what happened to certain characters? And then as the movie develops, you start to realize, like, certain issues, I'm not going to spoil it, but certain things happen to certain characters, so they're not there. So if you haven't checked it out thus far, go see it. You're going to love the character and the human characteristic of Professor X. You're going to really grow with him during his thing. You're going to grow with Mystique. You're going to see a different side of some of the X-Men that you haven't seen before. Another good movie is, for the younger generation, they don't know what Godzilla is. So Godzilla, they put out a new movie this year of Godzilla. The last movie they put out didn't fit my fancy, but it was a good try. But this year they put out a new Godzilla movie, and I seen it the first weekend it came out. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I like movies with kaiju. Pacific Rim has the idea of kaiju. But for those who are aware of the Godzilla character, there are huge lacks in this movie. Certain parts of the action, and we finally get, were good, but the characters were just everywhere. Nobody was developed. You see, the father from the guy from Breaking Bad is in the movie, and then his character, gets killed off before the movie even gets to hit a climax. So his character gets killed off, and you're like, okay, so we're left with just the son. And then you barely see the son throughout the movie. And then he's randomly at certain spots, and oh, here, y'all going there? I'm here. You're going there too? I'm here, there. So, and you don't really get to see Godzilla, which really kind of just, mind boggles, and you don't get to see Godzilla. You get to see little snippets, and you're like, oh, that's him. Then cuts to a different scene, and oh, you see the tail, cuts for a different scene. I mean, I can see the dramatics of that, but it got frustrated after a while, because you got to see, the two main, kaiju, or, creatures that were, villains for Godzilla in this movie. You got to see a lot of them, but you didn't get to see a lot of Godzilla. And the action parts, to me, could have been a lot better and more developed. I felt like they, the ending scene, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil this for you, but when you finally see him, you think he's about to rip the head off the creature, and he just blows the fire down the throat of the creature. You're like, did that just happen? Yes, it happened, and that to me made it at least worth it. At least, made the movie worth seeing. Another movie, comedy, for those who love comedies, go see Neighbors. I had the pleasure of seeing it about a month before it was actually released at a private screening. Neighbors, Seth Rogen produced it, stars in it, and it's about a family that lives in the suburbs, and then fraternity actually moves next door to an adjacent vacant house, and cause all sorts of mischief and loud music. They start to beef between each other. So it's a good comedy, and it's old-fashioned comedy, like just pure tricks and nothing too outrageous, but it's comedy. It's not saturated in a lot of stuff that you see these comedies in, like no cliche things. It's really it's entertainment, and that's one thing I liked about this movie, is the fact that at certain parts we're like, oh, you can't believe that it just happened, but then in certain parts where it takes you by like laughter. You just can't stop at times. I mean, those are some good movies you haven't seen thus far. Another movie that I'm gonna give a review on, 22 Jump Street. For those who've seen the first one or fans of the first one, you're gonna like this one. It's more comedic. It's way more jokes. It's way more, some outrageous comedy, and that's the things you expect from 22 Jump Street. It does take, part off the baseline of 21 Jump Street. Instead of being high school students, now they're college students, which takes it to a whole nother level. So if you get a chance to go see it. It's funny. If you, for females who love, Tandem Channel, oh my god, he's so cute, go see it. Has a couple, no shirt moments and stuff, but it's comedic. Ice Cube actually gets a better role in this. You start to see his character more. I had doubts about it. I was like, I heard people like, no, it's not. The first one was funnier than this one. Nah, I actually think they actually did a good job with actually sequels. And I'm not very too particular in certain movies having sequels. And I was like, is it going to be as good as the first one, or are they going to mess it up this time? A lot of movies have been messed up because of sequels. So, I want people to comment. Let me know what you think. Did you like 22 Jump Street? Did you like Godzilla? What are some of your favorite moments in some of these movies? This week is a big movie week for people. Tammy comes out. Deliver Us from Evil is out right now. My next blog post and movie review will be based on Transformers, and it will be on Tammy. Please look out for that. I also will do a couple of Netflix picks, but here's my picks. If you haven't seen it already, go see 22 Jump Street. For those people who like music and musicals and stuff, take a look at Jersey Shore. There's a couple other movies. Chef is a good movie. Go see that with with your significant other. There's a couple of good movies out there. So people, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the movies. Tell me the ones we talked about tonight. Some movies that you want me to review about. I will touch upon a couple other Netflix picks I know about. But please, just go check those movies out. Let me know what you think. All right, peace out.